714 hot air balloons are taking off. Pilots are gearing up for this weekend's Oklahoma Festival of Ballooning in Muskogee. Fox 23's Julia Gorman is live at Hatbox Field. Give us a look around.
Hey guys there, good morning. Yeah, so I'm in a hot air balloon now. I am tethered and I am on the ground. But if you take a look here, I'll have my photographer pan up. Look at how big this balloon is. It's so cool. So many have already taken off here, and I'm joined by Captain Joel. He is the pilot of this balloon here. You've been flying for so long now. You're a couple decades at this point?
A little bit more than that. I started with Remax in 1981, so this is my 40th year flying for them.
And this was a pretty quick process to get this balloon from inside your trailer, to up and ready to fly. Can you kind of walk us through?
Yeah, it takes us about 10-15 minutes to get the balloon from the back of the van up in the air. So we pull the basket out first, then we pull the balloon out, then we've got a big inflator fan that we actually use to blow the balloon up. Everything's laid out on the side, and once it's full with air, then we heat that air inside the balloon. That causes the balloon to rise, stand up. Then we continue to add more heat to the balloon. Eventually it starts to get buoyant and fly away.
Yeah.
It takes about 120 degrees above ambient air temperature before the balloon starts to get buoyant. So that means that tonight, when it's 90 degrees, we're going to be flying around 230, 240 degrees inside the balloon, up at the very top. So it takes a lot of heat when it's warm out like this.
And I was asking you, say you're up in the balloon and you do need to come down for any reason. There's a pretty, I don't want you to show me just because it's so loud, but walk me through what that looks like if you needed to come back down.
So we do one of two things we want to come down. One, we don't do anything at all, and the balloon just naturally cools off. It's always cooling off as we're flying. And then if we want to come down, if you look up the very top up there, I'm just gonna kind of wave that. You see it's a dark ring up there. That's like a big parachute. And I'm gonna open, you'll see a little bit of blue sky there, and then I let go of that. Just the heat inside there causes that to shut. So it looks like our big round parachute. It's tied off on the inside of the balloon, and so we pull it down. It allows hot air to go out the top, causing it to cool off a little bit and start our descent. Then we use the burner, which is here, and that's what we use to actually add heat back into the balloon, kind of using it as a brake at that point.
Definitely. All right, Captain Joel, thank you very much. Once again, the festival kicks off tonight. Everyone is so excited after. It did have to be canceled last year due to COVID. I'd say there's probably a dozen or so balloons here that have just taken off in the last 10 or 15 minutes. This is a test flight for pilots to prepare for competition that does kick off this weekend. And I told you guys before, that competition is based on accuracy. It's not, height or speed. It's based on, when these pilots can drop these beanbags onto certain points. So that's what the competition is surrounding. But the festival is for everyone. There's food, there's games. You can of course watch the balloons. You can go up in one for just 20 bucks. There's helicopter rides. There's so much to do here in Muskogee near Hatbox Field. I'll check in with you back in 60 minutes to show you just how these balloons are doing up in the air here on this Friday morning. For now, live inside Hot Air Balloon covering news that matters, I'm Julia Gorman, Fox 23 News.
They are so beautiful.
They really are. When you see them, you're on the ground and suddenly you see a group of balloons up in the sky. It really is a magnificent sight.
I covered a festival back in Missouri like 100 years ago, and it was such a cool, I learned all about
100 years ago,
I learned
Michelle.
all about the competition, and then I got to go up in it, and it feels like you're just drifting so slow, and it's so peaceful, and it's actually quiet once you get up there and they're not like heating it up or making the flame.
That's pretty cool.
It's really still and really quiet, really peaceful and beautiful. So if you ever get the chance, I encourage you to do it. I will never forget it.
Cool view from the ground, cool view from up above as well.
Absolutely, yeah, beautiful both ways. It's hot out there already this morning.